All right, everybody, good morning. We're going to call this meeting to order. Happy December 18th. And welcome, everyone. We are going to move in here. We've got a lot of things to I'm not going to be able to talk today, so that's going to be weird. We have a lot of things that are going to happen today. If I can only walk us through this. So here's our vision, Rotary vision statement, and our Rotary diversity statement for everybody. I'm sure you have almost memorized it, but we don't need folks to memorize it so much as to live it. So there you go. And we're going to introduce our guests. Oh, and I'm doing this without glasses. Wow. Hi, everyone. So let's look and see who's here. We have a couple guests. Looks like we have our Interact folks. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sari. I'm the secretary for Interact at Arcata High.
Welcome, Sari. And how are you doing?
I'm doing good. We have finals this week, so we're doing a lot of preparing for that.
Wow. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And how is Interact going?
It's going good. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do your guys' highway cleanup because we didn't get permission for that. So we've just been doing a lot of online things. We've been doing some book reading for elementary schools. Other than that, we're just trying to find more opportunities.
Okay, well, we'll keep you posted when we have things happening that we think you can join in with us and keep that connection going. It will get better. It will get better soon, hopefully. And we have somebody here, Ian. Ian.
Hi, I'm just a member of Interact.
Not just, you are a member of Interact. Welcome. Welcome. And let's see, who else do we have here? Anything you want to share about your interacting?
I don't really have anything that Sari didn't have.
Okay. Well, welcome, Ian. Glad you're here.
Thank you.
All right. And let's see. I think those are all the guests that I see right now. So welcome, everybody. Don't see any visiting Rotarians. So I want to start out with what people are wearing, any holiday attire you want to share. Got a lot of hats on. I have a sweater that is, well, it's kind of hard to see, but it was the least ugly holiday Christmas sweater that I could find. And then on the back, that's what makes it ugly right there.
Puts it over the top.
Yep. So he's in the back. He's the elf on the shelf or whatever, or snowman. I don't know what he is. But anyway, that's my sweater.
Christmas up front, party in the back.
That's right. Wait a minute. I don't believe you said that. Okay. So what else do you have? Anybody else want to share their holiday garb? We've got some good hats out there. I was telling people earlier, I put on I was going to wear lights.
Oh.
And they worked really well last night when I had them on, but I have this thing where when you unplug a light and you move it, especially if you've had it for a long time, then they suddenly don't work anymore. So does that happen to other people? So that happened to these. So now it's just landfill, unfortunately. Anyway, what else do we have here? We've got, Scott, you were pointing to yourself. What do you got, Scott?
I have a scarf on, and it's actually pants. I'm not wearing his pants. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, Scott, put him back on.
Over my head.
So So this is a way we're going to get people to start wearing pants again in the new year, is they can just wrap them around their necks. Yay. Great. That could catch on in Zoom land. I'll give you an A for effort. Any other, I see Rebecca, well, you've got a little, you're not wearing it, but you're holding it. What do you got there?
It's my new favorite Christmas ornament. It's the tree lamp from Christmas Story. Oopsies. Except it goes off every couple minutes, but.
There you go.
It's some holiday spirit. I got it at the Hallmark store. It's my new obsession, Hallmark ornaments, apparently.
Very cool, very cool. And I see Lisa and Chris brought their baby in, is dressed up as a little reindeer. Very cool. And of course, she's saying, what are we doing here? It's crazy.
Treat time.
Yeah, where's my treat? He always gets a treat when he gets these antlers on.
Very cool. And it looks like Ed is out delivering in he's dressed as almost Santa and he's driving. Are you delivering gifts, Ed, or are you just going to work?
I'm going to work and I have a carload full of Christmas gifts and my ugly sweater on.
Way to go. Way to go. He is like multitasking there, his Christmas. Awesome. We've got, I think, AJ, you've got a sweater on too, it looks like, don't you?
Yeah, it's one that's lasted the years. Makes it out once a year.
Yeah, that's what mine's doing. So that's good. Well, it looks, I'm trying to see, anybody else got any holiday garb you're wearing? Terry's got a hat on, I see. And a lot of you are off screen, so all righty. And Claire's got a hat on too. Romi, you have a sweater on. Is that a Christmas sweater?
It is. Yeah, I'm sure. You know, she's been in the box, but it makes me super cool like you.
Ha-ha!
So that's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. I didn't appreciate it as much until now.
Yeah, yeah. That's very cool. Very cool. All right, guys. Well, let's jump into some, our door number 1, partridge in a pear tree. This is not a partridge. It's probably a cherry tree, but that's what I could come up with. But here we're going to jump into it, reminding you about this. It's coming up, almost just a month away now. And we're going to jump into formal business before this meeting all goes down the tubes. We've got elections. So we are voting today. This is, you're voting, I guess. This is your vote. So you're voting for Vanessa or you're not voting for Vanessa. And you know what that means. So I think you're just supposed to put in the chat. I think I'm going to have you put in the chat. Well, let's be positive. Put in the chat, yes. If you don't want to vote for Vanessa, don't put anything in. And we'll just know who did that. So let's go ahead, everyone, just chat it up. Polls are open.
Maggie, I'm not going to chat while driving, but please put me down for yes.
You bet. Smart move. We want Ian to be our president next year, so we don't want him to vote and drive. All right. Looks like we're almost there. Oh, I didn't vote. I can do that. I don't see where my chat is anymore. Wah! All right. And we have we know that our Interact folks are not voting, so so it looks like we have, I lost count of all my votes, but it looks like we're there, and it looks like we have, and then I was going to say, yes, I was going to say anonymous, but I mean to say we have a unanimous vote. Vanessa, congratulations. You will be fantastic.
Congratulations and thank you.
Yes. Yes, thank you. Okay, we're going to go to our next vote. And we're approving these two folks for our new board members. I want to thank both of them for stepping up and doing this. So let's go ahead and put your votes in again. There it goes up. It's running up. We have about, let's see.
Hey, does that Terri Clark really know anything about Rotary? I'm just want to make sure.
Yeah, she's gonna be a steep learning curve there, but we like Terri, so we're gonna keep her. We're gonna make the effort.
All right.
All right. We're almost there. And so Ed's driving. It looks like he might be in transition between and Ian, and I didn't vote. So we're almost, yep, there we are. We have all of our votes in. And it looks, well, and some people might be voting twice. I don't know, but it's okay with me. Hey, that's okay. There's two people to vote for, so that's fine. So that looks like we have a unanimous voting for these two folks. Congratulations, and thank you both for your service. Appreciate it. So we are, and they will all begin their service. Well, Terri and Sarah will begin their service on the board in July of next year, and Vanessa's already on the board, and she will continue her service and roll into the president position in about a year and a half, something like that. So thank you, everybody. Now I want to wish a couple of people happy anniversary. And Craig, I see you here this morning. You and Janice have the same anniversary, which is probably good.
We have exactly the same anniversary. We are 49 years today.
That's great. Congratulations.
And we got a great, actually, it turns out, I found out late last night, we have a great dinner planned. FedEx showed up at the door 8 o'clock last night with an overnight delivery or nearly of a lobster roll kit. straight from Kennebunkport, Maine. 4 bread rolls, a pound of lobster, butter, mayo, all the stuff you need, and instructions to make your own lobster roll. And we missed making a trip to New England this year, so there will be lobster rolls on the plate tonight.
Oh, that's awesome. So former President Bush, he sent that, right? Or his family sent it. Isn't that where he used to live? Or
they have a summer home there. We've driven by and waved at him several times. We haven't noticed him waving back yet, but
yeah, we won't now.
Right by.
Well, happy anniversary, you guys.
Okay.
And we got some birthdays here. Jess, I know you had your birthday already.
I did. Let's see. We had a backyard dinner with Romi and Glenn, and I made my birthday cake. And so, you know, COVID birthdays are, I'm looking forward to not having a COVID birthday next year.
Yeah, I think that's going to be good for you. And I don't think COVID birthdays should count. How about you, Melinda? Are you here? I thought I saw you. No, maybe not. And Dustin also had his birthday. I don't see Dustin either. That was last week, so they probably are still recovering from whatever they did. Tom is traveling and he's already working, so I don't think we'll hear from him today. Ed, are you still driving? You want to tell us about your birthday's tomorrow.
The magic of hands-free, yes. I'm with all the shelter in place stuff. I'm just going to be at home. We might get some nice takeout and open a bottle of wine.
Well, enjoy that. It's okay to have birthdays where you don't have parades. Although parades are allowed, so maybe we should start having birthday parades. Dick, your birthday's coming up. Do you have any plans? Parade, maybe?
I do. We're gonna probably have dinner with our two boys and their girlfriends, and I'll spend most of the day on the AARP Medicare site since I'm turning 65.
Oh, congratulations. And I would encourage you, if you want, you can call the HICAP program. We do a great job of helping people understand what they need to do for Medicare. So feel free to call. They will help you get squared away and answer any of your questions. You are not alone in that process. And Cam has his birthday. He gets to celebrate his on New Year's Eve. And Cam, you're here. Do you have any big plans?
I know exactly what we'll be doing. We'll be right here at our house, and you know, it doesn't, the plans aren't completely laid yet, but it'll be a good day. Finish this year off, get it done.
Get it done.
Celebrate.
Definitely.
That's about it.
All right. Well,
Don't
good.
know yet.
Well, I hope you all have great birthdays, and we are all very happy your parents chose to have you and raise you right and lead you and help lead you to this Rotary Club. So happy birthday, everybody. So we're going to do Rotarian of the Month. And this month it is Terri. And Terri, I don't know if you want to share screen, but I will stop sharing so you can do what you need to do.
I do. Thank you. I will share my screen.
There you go. It's all yours.
So I've been in Rotary a long time, and I did my craft talks. I've done 2 of them a long time ago. So I'm going to do an updated craft talk. And here we go. I won't read all this to you because I know you can read. I know there will be some people, Stephanie and Romi, applauding that I'm an HSU alum. And the 13 schools before graduating high school was an interesting part of my life. And it did 2 things for me. It gave me a strong desire to settle down. So I did that by moving to Humboldt County in 1974 and staying put, and wanderlust. So pre-COVID, I traveled as often as I could. Not sure how I'll put all that together now, but I got to see a lot of the world. My parents were great photographers, and in those days, pre-digital, everything was done on slides. So my brother, about 15 years ago, took the slides and he turned them into JPEGs. So the quality is not great on all of them, but I love this one. We lived in Japan for 2.5 years. We could see Mount Fuji when she chose to show herself from our backyard. And it was a great, great place to be a child. The Japanese love kids, everybody's kids. And we learned a lot in school about Japanese culture. And it colored my taste in fabric and food and other things. This picture makes me laugh. There's the 5 of us kids and my dad. My mom must have been the picture taker. So my little sister here, who was about 3 months old at the time, is holding my brother's 6 gun for some reason. I'm not sure why, but he had a holster that went with it too. That's my dad when he was a lieutenant. He traveled the world and we followed him sometimes, but I never got to go to Greece. He retired as a captain, but I really like this picture of him because it's his dress whites, and I'm a little prejudiced, but he was remarkably handsome. This is Monterey. I don't know who took the picture, but we're all dressed up for some reason. And it was a fun place to live. I graduated high school there and stayed for 3 more years before I moved to Humboldt County. So tomorrow is 38 years since my brother died at the age of 20. It still makes me cry. It was a firebomb in our life that still kind of lingers. And for those of you who have suffered this kind of loss, you know it never goes away. But we don't get to pick what happens to us, just how we cope with it. So we all soldier on and appreciate what we have now. So I don't know when this picture was taken, but he looks just the same all the time. And he's the most tolerant man in the universe. Everyone knows I introduce him that way. And if they know me, they say, yes, we understand what you're saying, Terri. But he's a goodie. He's had a tough year with 2 surgeries and lots of recovery time, but I'd say he's back at 99%, and he spends most of his time now out in the garage working on his 1924 Model T. So one of these days it'll run again, and we'll see you on the road. I was a Girl Scout for 10 years, and when I discovered Rotary, I realized that I'd kind of been spending a lot of my life practicing to be a Rotarian. I love the service that we do. I love the people I've met. I love the projects we've worked on, and pretty much everything about Rotary makes me happy. I joined this club 14 years ago, almost 15 now, because Janice Newman and Wendy Nelson told me that I really needed to do that. And so I switched clubs, and I've been happy, and I found the club I really belong in. This is my first nephew, Colin. When I met him for the first time, I had driven like a crazy woman to Walnut Creek. He was 10 days old, and his mom walked down the stairs of their house, and she handed him to me. And she said, Colin, this is your Aunt Terri. And he looked into my eyes, and my heart just fell open. And he is a great guy. He's now a dad. He's got an 8-year-old Faye who is a spark of light in the world. Someday when all this is over, I'll bring Faye to a meeting, because she's a determined young woman, and she really is a flashy girl. Everyone in our club would adore Faye, and Colin too. And even though he's a grown up now, I can still get him to sit on my lap. He's kind of shy about it, but no, you used to, so come and sit on my lap, and he does. So this is what I do, my avocation, maybe my vocation, although no one pays me to quilt, I just pay for fabric. But this is one of my favorite ones. I made it at a retreat in Williams many years ago. And somebody on Facebook said the pandemic is what quilters have been practicing for our whole lives, because we have stashes and now we have to stay home and sew. I have 4 sewing machines. 2 of them are antiques that I don't use, but the other 2 I do use. So last year we got to take our dream trip to Japan. It was the 3rd time I'd been there, Marty's first time. Everything about it was perfect from the start to the finish. And we are so lucky that we got to go before the world went crazy. And we'll go again when it's less crazy. So this is our oldest son, Westminster. He's 8. He loves to sleep. I swear he smiles in his sleep, but you can kind of tell by the size of him, he also likes to eat. So those are his 2 favorite pastimes. He's a shy boy, except around us. And mostly he's not shy at 3 in the morning when he sits on my stomach and wants to be petted, which of course I do. And this is our youngest, and he's sleeping on my lap in this picture. His white parts sparkle in the dark, they glow. I've had cats my whole life. He's the funniest and maybe the smartest. So that's a little bit about me. thank you for listening, and have a great Christmas. I'm going to stop sharing now. There we go.
Thank you, Terry. That's really great because, like you said, I mean, we all do our craft talks once, or in your case, 2 clubs twice. But then anyone who comes in after we do doesn't hear that. So it's nice to have our newer members, and even those who have been here longer and know you, get to hear some of that stuff again. So thank you very much. Terry, I'm going to ask you to pick a number, and a number between 1 and 73.
23.
Okay, that is Greg Foster.
Okay.
And so Greg will be our Rotarian of the Month next year. Yes, next year, in January. And so I don't think he's here today, but we will let him know. And I apologize that she picked that number in advance. That joke would be better if Greg were here to hear it. So anyway, thank you very much, Terry. I appreciate you doing this. And we are going to go back here again. And we are going to make it a little award this morning. We've got a blue badge to award. I don't know if Bryn's here today. If not, we'll award it to him next time, but he has fulfilled all of his requirements as a red badger and is now officially a blue badger. So I will bring that to him next week, or next time we meet, next year. I'm going to do everything next year, putting it off. All right. Door number 2, turtle doves. That's as close as I could get to a picture of 2 turtle doves, but I thought it was really cool. It's a cute little turtle. So, couple things, service opportunities. I got this in the email. OES is looking for people to help set up their alternative care site. If anyone has any interest in that, it's probably a physical job. This is the contact information for that. It's unfortunate, but it is where we're heading. So if anybody wants to help with that, this is your contact information. That's sgentle@co.humboldt.ca.us. And I also received this. It says they're collecting items through today, but I'm sure if people had something, they would be happy to collect it. This is Centro del Pueblo. They're doing a winter drive, and here's a list of the things that they really need. If people have the time and ability to help out, and they could certainly use cash cards for grocery stores and things like that. So all that is needed from them. They help serve the immigrant community and are really doing a lot of great work. So they're a good group to support. We had a highway cleanup. Look at these two friendly mugs. You can tell they're smiling, can't you? Even though you can't see their mouths. So Scott sent a few pictures in, and Carol's not here, but did anyone want to say a few words about how it went? Mike? You're still muted, Mike.
Yeah, Carol allowed me to come and help out, check people in and everything. We had a total of 17 people involved, and each 2-person group filled 4 huge bags of trash. So it was very successful in that regards. Great morning.
Thanks. And here's some samples of what some people, was found out there. I wondered where my bag of little green thingies went. Must have lost it there.
Those are whippets. You have whippets?
No. And here's something that was seen on G Street. Vanessa reported this to me, and she says, "Have you seen this?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, that's Rotary Park." And she's kind of like, "Yeah, but this wasn't there a minute ago, right?" So she took some pictures. Apparently, somebody went out and painted a nice, friendly, bright and shiny mural at Rotary Park. So I thought
this was something that we talked about when we actually set up the park redo, and I'm not sure who followed all the way through with this to get it done. It was something that was designed and talked about and never got done. I don't know, 2-3 years ago when we redid the park. This is awesome. Who did it?
It's gorgeous, isn't it? And there's those are the list of the HSU. It looks like HSU students who did this, the youngmuralistprogram.org and the city of Arcata. And look, Hazel's Ace. So when you see Siva,
yeah,
let her know that you saw it. It's really beautiful. So that's great. Thanks, Vanessa, for bringing this to our attention. Want to remind everybody about our masks. I bought some. They're gorgeous. I keep giving them away, which means I've bought 4 already and I still don't have any for myself. So I'm going to probably have to get another one. Barbara, do you want to share anything about the mask? Oh, Romi's holding one up.
Yeah, Maggie, thanks. Just if people are interested in buying masks, I'm making them to order. Yeah, thanks, Romi. There's a few of them out there now. Just want to thank Ed for getting that up on the website and Sophie for getting the PayPal set up. So if you go to the website, our homepage, there's a link on there that will take you to a PayPal order form. And once they're ordered, I will get in contact with you about how to pick them up. And mostly they're going to be dropped off at Romi's for pickup.
Yes.
They're beautifully made. The fabric is so wonderful. There's a whole bunch of different fabric options. They're just really thick cotton and gorgeous. Barbara did it, so it's got this great design that tapers down, and then this nice stretchy cord to make it perfect for you. So they're gorgeous, Barbara.
Yeah, they have cord locks and shock cords, so they're fully adjustable and fit anybody. And they're kind of tapered on the side, so they fit really well around your cheeks.
Yeah, they are the best masks I've come across at this point in time. Between the design and the fabric, I mean, and the messages, they're just awesome. So if you don't have one yet, you're missing out. Thank you.
These are perfect holiday gifts, and every penny goes to programs for BIPOC youth in our community.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm going to need to order another one. Thank you. And this is a picture sent in with, looks like it's Lisa with a bunch of backpacks for kids in her car. Lisa, John, you guys want to share about backpacks winter edition?
Is John there?
Yeah, John's here.
I am.
Sent out yesterday.
John, go ahead.
There is a sign up genius out for the first half of the rest of the school year. We've divided up the club into 3 groups. So folks in the winter group receive that email, but it's will also be available on the club website. If this trimester works better for you than the spring. 10 or 11 opportunities in each group. And we've already had, I think, 3 people, 3 weeks signed up for. So good start, but go ahead and plan ahead if you want to pick a week to be involved. It's out through March, I believe. And I'll be sending it out again periodically.
Great. Thanks, John. Yeah, I just jumped in there and I said, January 6th, I'm just going to do it. And my niece is still here from Boston, so she's going to do it too. So I have my team together. So thank you for getting that organized. It's really, really important that we keep doing that. So thank you for keeping us moving.
And don't forget, you're in Eureka anyway to pick up. A number of people have packed in Eureka with people who work in Eureka or with coworkers or whatnot. So you don't have to bring it to Arcata to pack.
Good point.
Lots of creativity.
Yeah, maybe I should pack it in my heated office building instead of my cold, dark garage.
There you go.
Now you're talking. Now it might be fun. It's going to be more fun, I should say. Thank you. Thank you for everyone thinking outside the box. We've got some elves who are at work, and I wonder if some of these elves might want to report in what's going on, what you're up to. I'm looking for Sarah. Sarah, are you here? I don't see Sarah. So
I'm here.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi. So we've received quite a bit of cash donations from club members. We have what our target goal was, which was $2,500. Charlie has purchased local gift cards for the youth that we're providing gift cards for 50 youth. And then we have another donor who donated $50 gift cards for Target. Siva Ace Hardware is donating stocking stuffers. We have Ed that's got hot chocolate so that Barbara can make little reindeers. What else? Oh yeah, I have a person who donated masks for all the stockings. The number has increased just a little bit from 90 to 96 stockings that we'll be filling. What else? Oh, we could still use some sock donations. I don't think we have enough socks to fill the stockings. So if you're interested in donating socks, you can bring those to the Griffin tomorrow at 11. We'll be packing stockings from 11 to 1 or 11 to noon whenever we finish. So if you're interested in coming down and volunteering, you can come down then, or you can come down from 1 to 2:30 to pass out stockings. We might just need one person more to pass out stockings because Charlie has some people, some officers from Arcata Police that have volunteered also. So anything I missed, AJ or Ed?
How many more sets of socks do you need?
I have no idea how many socks have been donated. I think we probably could use as many as people want to give.
Okay, because you can give more than one set of socks if you have enough.
Yeah.
The other thing I would just like to say that rather than just showing up, I think if you are able to help, please reach out to, should they reach out to you, Sarah, or who? I don't think we should just have people show up to help. I think.
Oh, no, sorry, I misspoke. Yeah, we have a sign up genius. AJ just sent out the sign up genius.
Okay. Yeah. And just so that we make sure we don't have too many people in one place. But they're doing, this is great. This is such a great project. And I really appreciate you guys for stepping up here at this, after everything we've been doing all year, and then to throw this in and hustle it and make it happen. I think it's just great. So I applaud you all for taking this on and being our elves this year. It's going to be a nice thing for these youth to have happen. So thank you, Tay committee, for doing this. So we're going to skip this today. I got a note from Siva, and she can't be here. She's had to go to into the office, the business already. So we're going to skip this for now. We're going to do the raffle. Are you ready, Nick?
Yep, I'm ready. All right, today's raffle prize is $80 and the $25 gift certificate to Connect Coffee. Let's see who's gonna win. Today's winner is Dick because he's super lucky and always plays. You can't win unless you play. So let's see if he gets the big prize. $5. I will pay you on Venmo.
Wonderful, thanks, Nick. And so next year it goes up to $90, right?
Yeah.
Great, all right. So 3 French hens. Now, we're gonna do a little scavenger hunt. And some of you have already kind of started doing little hints at this, but so what you're gonna do is, I know some of you have trees up and decorations out and all that fun stuff. So if you do, what I want you to do is go and bring back to us your favorite holiday decoration. And wait, get back here, Amanda, get back here. I do see everyone, except for those of you who are not seen. But anyway, so the first 3 people who are back will get to tell us about it. Ready, go.
I never left. I'm just going to stay here. Someone else is off getting something.
Rachel's back, number 1. Scott's back, number 2.
I'm here.
Carrie's back, number 3. Okay, keep coming back. We might have time for more. Karen's back, Romi's back. Okay. All righty, so Rachel, tell us about your decoration, share it, get it up close and tell us what it is.
I have a very adorable little beehive ornament I was gifted last year, and it's just oh so cute.
Very nice. And who was next? Scott, were you next?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was gifted the perfect first COVID toilet paper ornament in honor of COVID. So this is right smack in the center of our tree in honor of 2020. We usually get an ornament every year, a new ornament every year. So this is just one of the 2 or 3 we got this year.
Well,
Classic.
that's classic. That makes me think that you could have just decorated your trees this year with toilet paper, but that would be too much toilet paper. So it's nice to have a little tiny one. That's very cute.
Toilet paper holder.
Yeah, toilet paper holder. Yeah, just wrap it around and put it near your bathroom. Terry, what do you bring us?
This is, it's hard to see because I have a bad camera. It's a Puss in Boots cookie press. And he's all dressed up in red and green, and then the bottom of it puts his little face on Christmas cookies, and I love it.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay, we have time for a few more. Who else? Karen, I think I saw you bring something.
I did. I brought my carriage ornament that I got when I visited London in 2012. We took Mom there for her 80th birthday. And this is the first year I put it out because I don't have any grandkids to come and check my tree out this year for COVID, COVID year. But anyway, I'm enjoying this ornament, and I didn't put it on the tree. I put it on the shelf because I didn't want it to fall off the tree.
Yeah. So now you can enjoy it because no one's going to try to play with it.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody can see it because of my virtual background.
Bring it closer to your camera, maybe that will help. There you go.
It's
Oh, wow.
it's really shiny and pretty and very fragile.
Wow. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Who else? Somebody else had, who else has one? Did Lisa come back with one?
I've got one.
Where are you? There you go. Go ahead.
Oh, it's Craig. Janice Santa Claus is on the mantle, which are our favorite one. They're very much different, but the important part here to me is there's my Christmas stocking, which was made for me by my grandmother. And you'll see how big it is. And then over here is Janice's stocking, which is about twice as big. They claim the only difference is the yarn, but I'm not sure I believe that, but it's supposed to be the same pattern. But anyway, it takes me a whole grocery bag full of stuff to fill that thing up. Anyway.
She's no dummy.
No.
Yeah, I think stockings have gotten bigger over time because I think it probably started where people literally just put up a sock, and now they're putting up all kinds of things. In fact, when I was a kid, we just put up our socks. And so my brothers had these long, they used their athletic socks, and, I had little girly socks. So they always, had bigger socks too. So anyone else? What else do we have out there?
Maggie,
Lisa, what do you got?
And Chris's dad used to come and visit us when we lived down in San Ramon. They flew out from Florida. And one Christmas, our son Nick was probably only about 5 years old, and Pat was doing Fimo clay ornaments. And so she made all these ornaments for us, like a little deer. And so she and Nick used to sit down and just make all these things. And I think that was the start of his art career, because he's just loved it ever since. This is a little reindeer. And then there's a candy cane. There's a couple of Santa Clauses. But if you look really close, I mean, they're so intricate. She was just amazing. When she was doing Fimo, she used to do Fimo jewelry, and it's just amazing.
Wow.
Because she is.
That's really cool.
I can't get his head to stay correctly.
Yeah, I have that problem. Any other ones? Who else has anything they want to share? One last one? All right. Well, that was kind of cool. I just wanted to see Barbara, are you sharing?
Yes, I have one that I want to show. I'm in my pajamas. That's why I've been off screen. But this is my COVID year ornament, celebrating COVID and Black Lives Matter all at once.
Well, hopefully you're not celebrating them in the same way. No. but yes, that's very cute. Did you make that, or did you find it somewhere?
I found it. I bought it online.
I was going to say, you don't have time to be making stuff like that. You've got work to do with your masks. Very cool. Thank you, everybody.
I've got one.
Go ahead.
I think it's kind of cute. It's a COVID mask with 2020 on there.
Oh, yes, hang that up. Oh, boy. Yeah. What a year. What a year. Well, thank you, everyone, for sharing. And it was fun to see what you have on your tree this year. So we're going to introduce the Brothers Johnson. And we are going to do something that's never been done. And after we do it, we'll know that probably should have stayed that way. But we're going to sing a Christmas song together. And the way this is going to work, well, the way we're going to do it, I don't think it's going to work at all, but the way we're going to do it is we're singing the 12 Days of Christmas. And we're assigning you to, your part is assigned based on the month you were born. So if you were born in January, you sing the first day of Christmas, and etc. And you're only singing you're not singing the whole thing. You're only singing like the first day of Christmas. Look at me, a partridge. All you're saying is a partridge in a pear tree. You don't have to sing the whole thing, okay? And so before we get started, I want to see how many people are born in January. Wave. Okay, we've got a couple. Good. How many February? I was hoping, Jeff, are you here today? If not, I'm the only February, which is going to be pretty traumatic for all of you. So I might ask somebody to join me. March. Anybody March? Got a few Marches. April? All right, we got one April. May. Got a few Mays. What comes after May? Oh, Jeff, you are here. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. April, May, June. Got some Junes. July, this is tough. July, we got one or only, okay. August, anybody in August? Yep. September. Anyone in September? Ruh-roh, no Septembers. Okay, we'll come back to that. How about October? All right, we got in November. Okay, and December. So what I need is I need December to take 2 months. I need you to take was it September we had nobody? So you're taking months. We have Ian, you're the only September. You want to take September by yourself? Okay, you're good. So so you know your month, and this is a little blurry, but it's enough to remind you what you're singing. Because I went to bed one night after I thought about doing this. I knew what I had. I knew there were lords and pipers and drummers and maids and swans and geese, but I didn't know how many I had. It was not a relaxing way to fall asleep. So now you've got it here, and I am going to turn it over to the brothers and have them get us started. And now remember, this is meant as stress relief as opposed to achieving perfection. Just bear that in mind.
Okay, we're doing this in F, everybody.
If you are using a computer, only unmute your screen when you're singing your part. So if you're a July birthday, then only go press it for 7 swans to swim and let it go. But I think we should all join into May and for the 5 golden rings, because that's the fun part anyway. It should be interesting because we're going to have a lot of delays, a lot of lag, and it'll be fun, we hope. If you can't see Maggie's version, it looks like Ian put the whole thing in the chat. So here we go. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. That's
a partridge in a pear tree.
Very good. On the
second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
2 turtle doves.
And a partridge.
Oh, and a partridge in a pear tree. I thought the January would do that.
No, January is supposed to pick up on that. So you only do your month. So yes, Jeff, you were right. And I couldn't get unmuted, so I couldn't.
We're on
okay.
Now, day 3. Closest in the making. On the third day of Christmas, my true love sent to me
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree.
What happened to January?
Partridge is the weakest link here. Oh well. I'll sing with you.
On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
We're on 4th.
Oh,
Calling birds.
That's right. I'm even numbers.
I told Bob not to do it before
my
this.
true love gave to me
4 calling birds.
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5
golden
rings.
4 calling birds.
Three
Three
friends.
hens.
2 turtle
Turtle
doves.
doves.
In a pear
Tree.
On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
6 geese a laying.
5
Golden
golden
rings.
4 calling birds.
calling birds.
Three French hens.
2 turtle
turtle
doves.
doves.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah.
You know, when this comes out as a single, I think it's going to On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
7 swans a swimming.
6. Lord, what the hell are they?
Geese.
Geese a laying.
6 geese a laying. 5
5
golden
golden
rings.
rings.
4 calling birds.
Three French hens.
2
And a
turtle doves.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
I'm trying to time it with Jeff, and I never know when he's going to start.
I'm waiting for you.
On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
8 maids a milking.
7 swans a swimming.
6 geese
geese.
laying.
5
Golden rings.
4 calling birds.
Three
Three hens.
2 turtle doves.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
We're coming in for a landing. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
9 ladies dancing.
8 milks of maids a milking.
7 swans a swimming.
6 geese a laying.
5 golden rings.
4 calling birds.
Three French hens.
2
2 turtle doves.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
You're doing good, Randy. You're doing
Milk's
good.
a mating?
Milk's a mating.
Come on,
On
we
the
got to finish
10th
it,
day
Glenn.
of Christmas, my true love gave to me
10 lords a leaping.
9 ladies dancing.
8 maids a milking.
7 swans a swimming.
6 geese a laying.
5 golden rings. 4 calling
birds.
Three French hens.
2 turtle doves.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
We're almost perfect. Almost perfect by the time we're done. It's going to be
Too
all.
What are we on now?
11.
11 pipers piping.
Piping.
10 lords.
10 lords a leaping.
9 ladies dancing.
8
8 maids a milking.
7 swans a swimming.
6 geese a laying.
5 golden rings.
4 calling birds.
Three French hens.
2 turtle doves.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
All right, let's wrap this up. On the 12th day of Christmas, our true love gave to me
12
drummers drumming.
11 pipers piping.
10 lords a leaping.
9 ladies dancing.
8 maids a milking.
7 swans a swimming.
6 geese a laying.
5 golden rings.
4 calling birds.
Three French hens.
2 turtle doves.
and a partridge in a pear tree.
Hey.
Hey, that went really well. We don't need practice.
We got through it.
No.
Yeah.
We should never practice that again. Thank you for humoring me. I thought would be fun. We're a little late here, but I do hope if you can stay. Romi's got a story for us. I'm sorry, Romi, that song took longer than I ever imagined. But if you can stay, please do stay. Romi's got a little story to tell us. Romi.
Okay. So I grew up with very practical parents. We believe in what can be proven. We believe in science. And then interestingly, I spend my life teaching students to prepare presentations. And the most common thing I write is document and cite that. You can't make a claim if you can't document and cite. However, that left me a little hungry for some things that can't be proven. And when I was in high school, I found this letter, and it's made me smile ever since. In the year 1897, Virginia O'Hanlon wrote to the New York Sun, and her letter says, "Dear editor, I'm 8 years old. Some of my little friends say there's no Santa Claus. Papa says, if I see it in the sun, it's so. Please tell me the truth. Is there a Santa Claus?" And her reply comes, "Virginia, your little friends are wrong. They have been affected by the skepticism of a skeptical age. They do not believe except they see. They think that nothing can be which is not comprehensible by their little minds, and all minds, Virginia, whether men's or children's, are little. In this great universe of ours, man is a mere insect, an ant in his intellect, as compared with the boundless world about him, as measured by the intelligence capable of grasping the whole truth and knowledge. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. He exists as certainly as love and generosity and devotion exist. And you know they abound, and they give your life its highest beauty and joy. Alas, how dreary the world would be if there were no Santa Claus. But it would be as dreary as if there were no Virginias. There would be no childlike faith then, no poetry, no romance to make tolerable this existence. We should have no enjoyment except in sense and sight. The eternal light with which childhood fills the world would be extinguished. Not believe in Santa Claus. You might as well not believe in fairies. You could get your papa to hire men to watch all the chimneys on Christmas Eve to catch Santa Claus. But even if they did not see Santa Claus coming down the chimney, what would that prove? Nobody sees Santa Claus, but that's no sign that there is no Santa Claus. The most real things in the world are those that neither children nor men can see. Did you ever see fairies dancing on a lawn? Of course not. But there's no proof that they're not there. Nobody can conceive or imagine all the wonders there are, unseen and unseeable, in this world. You may tear apart a baby's rattle to see what makes that noise, but there's a veil covering the unseen world. And not the strongest man, not even the united strength of all the strongest men that ever lived could pull that veil apart. Only faith, fancy, poetry, love, romance can push aside that curtain and view the supernatural beauty and glory beyond. And is it all real, Virginia? In all this world, there is nothing else real and abiding. No Santa Claus. Thank God he lives, and he lives forever. 1,000 years from now, Virginia, nay, 10,000 years from now, he will continue to make glad the hearts of childhood.
Thank you, Romi. I'm glad those of you who stayed for that, I think it was well worth it. I I wish you all a great holiday. We're gonna sing a little song as you leave. Please sing as you go. Brothers?
Brother Dick?
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. This will be another interesting one. We wish you a Merry Christmas. It's in G if it matters. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. We wish you a
Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy
New Year.
Merry Christmas to all and to all.
Bye, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
See you next year.
See you next year, everyone. Thank